As Hurricane Lee makes its way up the East Coast, the state of Rhode Island is getting ready for whatever it brings our way. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm John DeLuca. While Lee is not forecast to make landfall, coastal areas are still in line for strong gusting winds and surf. ABC 6 News reporter Daniel Coach joins us now live from Narragansett with more on that part of the story. Dan.
John, good evening. And we're also just beginning to start and feel some of those stormy conditions that Jeff has been talking about all week. We're getting some high winds right now, even some sand in the face. And for these surfers, about a dozen just behind us, they tell me that it's perfect swells heading into Friday evening as Hurricane Lee makes its way up the East Coast and towards New England.
We're relieved, and they should be as well.
Governor Dan McKee and Rhode Island's emergency response team anticipate Hurricane Lee won't hit the ocean state, but still have crews on standby to assist with any damage, road blockages, or power outages that may come this weekend.
Just because we find ourselves in a spot where it's not as dramatic as we have had in the past, doesn't mean that we're not pleased about that, and they should be as well.
But as the storm makes its way up the East Coast, we could still see high winds, severe rip currents, and potential flooding along the shores.
And if you're along the coast, down by our beaches, please use caution.
People down on the coast in Narragansett breathed a sigh of relief as well.
I thought it might be a little bit stronger, you know, that Western European model. Yeah. But that's all right. I like just being around the ocean, and we get to have some fun on Sunday.
Fran has been tracking this hurricane like many others over the decades, telling people it's always best to secure your home before any chance of severe weather.
I've been here since I was 2 years old, and I think most of the people in Rhode Island, you know, that have grown up here, they get it, you know, and they know how to get ready.
Plenty of residents were out and about in town Friday, watching from the shores as surfers took advantage of the big swells.
People are silly. They're out there. They shouldn't be risking their lives hitting these waves.
He was out there, and I just said, let's go. I don't want to see someone die.
This Florida native is visiting her sister in Narragansett for the week after traveling to Oregon, thinking she was avoiding the storm as it hit her home state.
But I knew I was coming here, and by the time it got bigger, I was still in Oregon, and I thought, and I came here, and here it's coming. It's not bad. I mean, the wind's not bad yet.
Governor McKee, Lieutenant Governor Sabina Matos, and the state's emergency management agency urged Rhode Islanders to stay out of the ocean, check on neighbors, and prepare your home for the worst while still hoping for the best.
We are going to get through this storm together. Please stay safe, be smart, do not put your life at risk.
And John, even with some of the stormier conditions that you might be able to see and hear, it's a pretty busy Friday evening on Narragansett Beach. Once again, we're going to be covering whatever is coming to Narragansett shores as well as all across Rhode Island. So stick with us on air and online at abc6.com. For now in Narragansett, I'm Daniel Coates, ABC 6 News.